Does God really speak to us? Hi, I am Lim-Tan from the Household of Christ community here in Cebu City, and welcome to Pathways of Hope. Every Sunday, just like most of you, me, my husband, and kids would go to Mass together. For several years, ever since we got married, it has always been just us. But one ordinary Saturday night, I had this unique dream. I saw a man looking for a sheep, and when I found it, he placed it in his arms and smiled happily back to his flock. And then a message kept flashing in my mind. A broken and repentant heart you will not despise. It kept flashing several times in my dream. The next day, I totally forgot about the dream. And just like any ordinary Sunday, I was busy preparing myself and that of the kids to church. And while we were doing so, I saw my mother-in-law. She just got out of her room and she asked, "Shell, are you going to church?" And I said, "Yes, Mom." And then she further asked, "Can I go with you?" I paused out of surprise because again, for the longest time, it has always been just us. And so I happily and excitedly told her, "Of course, Mom, you can come with us." And so she prepared herself hurriedly and went to Mass with us for the first time. And while we were in the church, a familiar verse was read in the Mass. It was Psalm 57:10. "The sacrifice you desire is a broken spirit. You will not despise a broken and repentant heart." The verse sounded familiar. It's as if I read or met it somewhere. And then I recalled, oh my, that was the verse in my dream last night. I got goosebumps. How could it be? And after the Mass, because I felt uneasy, I got my phone and searched in Google the verse, Psalm 57:10. And lo and behold, I saw the verse, and guess what was the background picture behind it? A sheep. The very vision I saw in my dream the other night. Right then and there, it was loud and clear to me what God's message was. It was actually welcoming Mom back into His embrace. In today's Gospel, Jesus said in John chapter 16 verses 13, "When the Spirit of truth comes, He will guide you into all the truth, for He will not speak on His own authority, but whatever He hears, He will speak, and He will declare to you the things that are to come." Yes, the Holy Spirit is real, true, and present. And yes, He speaks and guides. A lot of people would ask me, "Shall does God really speak? Like in what way? Like how? Can we really hear Him through our ears?" And every time I get to be asked that question, I usually answer, yes, God really speaks, but usually not through our ears, but through our heart. When we hear the word prayer, we often associate it as the time when we get to talk to God or speak to Him. But through the years, I've come to appreciate prayer not in a way of speaking to God, but more of listening to Him. I invite you, in your next prayer time, why don't you ask God to speak to you too? How about starting your prayer with, "Father, what do you have to say to me today?" And mind you, He will not disappoint because He promised, if you seek Him, we will find Him if we seek Him with all our heart. Have you been blessed with this sharing? Please like and share this post and subscribe to Pathways of Hope. Again, this is Lim-Tan. God bless you.